one of the things I was taught when I was taught how to drive is when you're going to a junction, you have to look both ways and watch out for motorcyclists. How's that for a segue?
And the person who was telling you that would be right. You do have to watch out for motorcyclists.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Because
Carry on quickly. What game are we talking about?
because they love to burn the rubber or whatever. But see, none of this is relevant because this happens on dirt.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. In MXGP3.
Which is a motocross game, right?
It is a motocross game. Now, at a recent preview event, I got to play a little bit of MXGP3. There was only one track open to us. I'm gonna have a stab at it. Pietra Murata, which is in Italy, because this is like it has full disclosure. Like all these names mean very little to me. I'm sure they mean things to other people because these are officially licensed riders like Romain Fubert, Antonio Lorelli. And Tommy Searle, stuff like that. You can make your own rider as well, but again, that wasn't open to us. We could just choose them. But actually, when on the bike, Alice.
Yes, Colin.
I don't know. Have you ever actually ridden a motocross bike before?
I've ridden a bike, like
Right,
a motorbike, not a motocross bike.
Oh, they can be quite heavy little devils, right?
Oh yeah.
And depending on your preference here, this is most definitely a sim game. The bikes are very weighty and at points very difficult to kind of maneuver. A lot of it is down to kind of like coming up to a turn and trying to actually get your bike to ride the bumps in the track, stuff like that. Because one thing that we could actually mess with was the weather. So we could have could race around on dry tracks or wet tracks.
Oh, that's good. Did it make a palpable difference?
Apparently it's meant to, but I didn't notice much. I didn't notice an awful lot. But it is meant to actually kind of deform the tracks and kind of make it a little bit different. Like, because, yeah, as I say, like, coming up to a turn, and it happened to me quite a lot at the start, because getting used to it and kind of driving straight into the hoarding and stuff, but that's where your rewind mechanic kind of comes in. Now, it seemed like in the build that I was playing that I could use the rewind mechanic an awful lot, which felt a little bit like cheating.
I was going to say, what kind of limit is there on that? Because you could...
Yeah, I again, during the actual preview, I couldn't notice an awful...
Did you rewind right back to the start of a race?
Well, in terms of time-wise, you could rewind... No, there was I don't know, kind of a 10-second...
That's quite long.
Kind of something like that. Well, maybe 5 or 10 seconds, we'll say.
Count to 5 in your head. 1, 2... Well, yeah, it wouldn't be 10, mate, come on.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be 10. There's a lot of things to like about this, like, say, the sound of the bikes. Like, it sounds like just a collection of chainsaws just going off at once, like really getting that kind of cacophony.
That kind of like that.
Of being actually at a track. Now, the dirt itself, this isn't kind of the release build of the game. There was a lot of stuff in the menus and stuff that was kind of locked out to us. But the dirt on the track...
You're complaining about the mud.
Yeah, kind of spraying off the wheels and things. It didn't look great. It looked like something from almost a generation ago, I thought. Whilst the jerseys that the riders were wearing, kind of being cotton and kind of blowing in the wind, did look very good. There were a couple of kind of inconsistencies within MXGP3. There was actually, like, the physics have apparently improved as well in this one. There was some kind of like funny things where I was riding along. I was doing quite well. I don't know, like second or third or something. I'm sure someone went over the jump and just landed clean on my head, and just kind of like the game sort of resetted me to the track. So while it didn't look fantastic, it is, to be fair, it is very quick to kind of get you back on the bike. I suppose I was going to say horse. Get you back on the bike in the middle of the track as quick as possible. I would imagine that, like, it's coming out pretty well. It's meant to be kind of spring-ish time this year. So I'm sure that when it actually does come out, we'll be able to tell a lot more from MXGP3.